There are 5 layers in this atmosphere, from lowest to highest, and they start right here. Starting from the bottom is troposphere, yo. Stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, go. Last but not least, exosphere begins. The problem is no one can tell where it ends. Now let's talk about troposphere. The first layer is one you don't need to fear. It contains the weather. Birds with a feather wouldn't be able to fly very high without the troposphere in the sky. Troposphere goes up 4 to 12 miles. Air gets colder as it goes up higher. Most of the atmosphere's mass is stored in the troposphere. Now don't get bored. Troposphere is heated from below. Sun's rays from the earth and up they go. There are 5 layers in this atmosphere, from lowest to highest, and they start right here. Starting from the bottom is troposphere, yo. Stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, go. Last but not least, exosphere begins. The problem is no one can tell where it ends. Stratosphere's coming up, not a surprise, right above the troposphere where it lies. The ozone layer can be found here to the lower regions. Airplanes steer. They fly in the stratosphere to avoid turbulence like birds and other things that might cause a disturbance. Yo, 15% of atmospheric mass can be found in the stratosphere. Pretty cool, right, class? It extends at an altitude of 8 to 10 miles, and a couple of clouds can be found in little piles. Stratosphere is very dry, not a lot of water vapor. If I had to choose, I'd say this one has my favor. There are 5 layers in this atmosphere, from lowest to highest, and they start right here. Starting from the bottom is troposphere, yo. Stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, go. Last but not least, exosphere begins. The problem is no one can tell where it ends. Mesosphere's coming up. Oh, what luck. Temperature faces a decline as the altitude begins to climb. Speaking of which, 56 miles, that's the altitude if you check the files. Think about it. 85 kilometers above the Earth's surface, something so high must serve quite a purpose. Well, it does, and be glad it's there. It burns up all the asteroids in the air. Well, most, not all, are destroyed by it, but it deeply reduces your chance of getting hit. There are 5 layers in Earth's atmosphere, from lowest to highest, and they start right here. Starting from the bottom is troposphere, yo. Stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, go. Last but not least, exosphere begins. The problem is no one can tell where it ends. If you want to talk about solar radiation, thermosphere certainly is quite the station. 56 to 61 miles up in the air, thermosphere serves as an atmospheric tide fair. But the density is just so low, the feel is a temperature way below. 99 miles up in the sky, you can't hear sound. Do you want to know why? Molecular interactions are too infrequent. It's really kind of a crazy sequence. There are 5 layers in this atmosphere, from lowest to highest, and they start right here. Starting from the bottom is troposphere, yo. Stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, go. Last but not least, exosphere begins. The problem is no one can tell where it ends. A mile from the sky, starting about 620, going up so high it ain't plenty. Actually, I'm not sure how far it goes. Scientists debate how far it rose. All I know, the air's thin and cold. Unlike other layers, it doesn't fit the mold. The most mysterious layer of the atmosphere, it's the legendary exosphere. Exosphere is the show. It starts right here and up it goes. It's hard to find a definite end, and some don't even have to end. Asteroid planes, the list goes on. Say it's confusing, well, you aren't wrong. Exosphere seems to disappear. Outermost layer of the atmosphere, fade into space without a trace. Exosphere rocking out this place, protects the Earth from cosmic rays. Highly energetic atomic nuclei. Really powerful, really bright, as they approach the speed of light. Exosphere serves as guardian to crazy cosmic bombard. It's really thin, with symbols what it fits, without it, imagine the heart's sweet face. There are 5 layers in Earth's atmosphere, from lowest to highest, and they start right here. Starting from the bottom is troposphere, yo. Stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, go. Last but not least, exosphere begins. The problem is no one can tell where it ends. Exosphere is the start of the show. It starts right here and up it goes. It's hard to find a definite end, and some don't even have to end. Asteroid planes, the list goes on. Say it's confusing, well, you aren't wrong. Exosphere seems to disappear. Outermost layer of the atmosphere, fade into space without a trace. Exosphere rocking out this place, protects the Earth from cosmic rays. Highly energetic atomic nuclei. Really powerful, really bright, as they approach the speed of light. Exosphere serves as guardian to crazy cosmic bombard. It's really thin, with symbols what it fits, without it, imagine the heart's sweet face. There are 5 layers in Earth's atmosphere, from lowest to highest, and they start right here. Starting from the bottom is troposphere, yo. Stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, go. Last but not least, exosphere begins. The problem is no one can tell where it ends.